Hello everyone, my name is Scott Hilburn, and I have a very important message about a liberating transformational experience from the good life to the great life. In a few months I'll be 24 years old, and I'll have been a student in an organization called the School of Metaphysics for less than 2 years. A chart that I will show you, thanks to Bobby Wiggins. For now, I'm going to tell you about this guy, or actually that guy. That guy had a very strict upbringing. He had very few friends. He was picked on, he was beaten up most of his life, and that guy wanted freedom. That guy wanted to be free. I'm pretty sure that most people have some part of that guy in them in some way or another. And that guy right there, I'm that guy. That was my life. So when I was 18, I didn't know what else to do to experience freedom other than take a drug. And so I did. And it brought me up there. Exactly where I wanted to feel. I wanted to feel high. I wanted to feel great. But the only thing was, I was on a drug, and it only lasted about that long. And as they say, what goes up must come down. So I did. I came down to there. See, this is where I started here. And so I came down just a little bit below where I started. You remember how great this felt. So what I do, of course, I'm going to take it again. So I take it again, I come up, I come up, I come up, I come up, and there I am. It wears off. My body is burning nutrients and brain cells. Therefore, I am a little bit lower the next time. And guess what? Now that I've experienced that and I know what that's like, I do not like to be down here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take it again. I was giving my will to drugs, and I was really disconnecting. What I was doing is I was disconnecting from my real self. And I didn't even know what that was at that time. So as I went on, my highs kept getting lower and my lows kept getting lower, to the point where I'm now down here. I really do not want to be there. I want to be up there. So that's what I'm trying to do. So I'm going to do whatever it takes to be up there. And so what I do, I increase the amount of drugs. So I'm going to I'm going to take a whole lot, and I'm going to get up there. And then I may feel good for a little while, but then I really destroy my body then. So I'm even farther from that. So then what I do, I take bigger drugs, until the point where there's not very many bigger drugs left to take. For me, it's either I had the choice. I could quit, or I could just keep taking them until I die. Which is what happened to my boss, who was one of my close friends at the time, and we did a lot of drugs together. And one day, he died on a drug overdose because he mixed a whole lot of drugs just so he could feel up there. For about a month, I started to really question life. What is this all for? Who am I? Why am I here? Like, what is this? And sure enough, I found the School of Metaphysics a month later. Here today at the National Teachers Conference, talking to a whole lot of teachers who are doing great things in this world. And that guy is now this guy. By the way, that guy would have never dressed nice. He actually resisted to wearing dress clothes. How did I do this? How did I change in such a short amount of time? Less than 2 years. Well, I went to a class for 3 hours a week, and I did some very simple mental exercises such as concentration, visualization, meditation. So from doing those, I have experiences where I like to call my highs, where everything feels great. Sometimes I still have my lows. Like, I'll come down here and I may not have my way, or may not be right about something, or whatever it may be. I may have something, or what I like to call my funky state. And instead of doing drugs when I'm down here, to get back up here, I am learning how to learn of why that situation's in my life, and I apply my exercises, and so I come up. And when I come up, guess what? I come up a little bit higher. Then if I have another low experience, I come down. It's a little bit higher. And it starts to look something like this. And what I realize is my lows really aren't that low anymore. They feel low when I'm in them, like because I've experienced this up here, so I still like to feel up there. But the great thing is that I know from my own experience that I can achieve this high again, and I can achieve even higher, and there's no limit on it. With drugs, there was a limit. I could experience it once, and then I would destroy my body trying to get to it. Now I use this as my motivation to get higher and higher and higher, and I'm actually making myself healthier and adding on to my life rather than taking from it. Every day I'm becoming a better person, and I'm learning, and I'm aiding other people to become better people. And they're doing the same time. Now that I've experienced this, there's no turning back. There's no way I could go back to that guy. What I've been looking for all along has been within me. I just couldn't see it. And now I can see. Why would I even think about going back to that guy when I can live in peace, contentment, and security and aid other people into living that as well? This is how we change the world.